welcome Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. Today's starting pitcher, Steven Matz. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants, I'm sure he
well,
wants
you
to turn
know,
that around, and we'll see
been a
if he's
tough
able to
run
start that
as of
in this
late.
one.
Now the third baseman,
Losers of 2 of 3
Andy
to the Red Sox, getting swept by the Blue Jays. And we take on a left-hander here today in Steven Matz, with a team that has generally this year struggled against lefties. Ball one.
And that misses. And this interleague
Ball one to
matchup
start
is
the game.
underway.
3 hours into stream. We just finished up the Twitch chat. Indianapolis 500.
Swing
Wow.
and a miss as he was late.
Got away with that one. Left the curveball up a
Did
little
not
bit.
miss that elevated
This is gonna
curveball by
be
much. This early in the game, I'm surprised we were that close to being on it. 2 curves to
1-1.
start. Ball
Breaking
1,
this is
or ball
down and
2
away.
rather. A change up away on Andy Ibanez, who we would love to get going against lefties. He just hasn't, we haven't seen many.
The pitch.
There it is. Pitch was so hittable, it was a bit of a surprise. After a curveball low started us off, curveball high, and a changeup down and away. Rip
Foul
foul.
ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Hoping for the sinker, but a good decision by Steven Matz to go to the changeup. 2-2 on Andy. Three and
And
2.
that's outside.
Recognize that
Well, a good way to
change-up
start
right
the
over hand,
game.
just spit on it.
That's for sure. Swung and fouled away, or at least swung at. 3 strikes, taken 3 balls. And there it goes. We were doing so good.
He's really good hitting
Change up
baseball.
down and in, really tough from Steven Matz. Was not where I thought he may go. And now it's Gleyber Torres' turn in the order after a 7-pitch Ibanez at bat.
Swinging a foul straight back.
He keeps throwing pitches over the plate like that. We'll get to him. Only a matter of time.
One down, base is empty.
Ooh, just missed. Good sinker from Steven Matz. Worst stretch since the opening 6 games for Detroit.
So a foul ball makes
I
it
bet on
1-2.
the sinker. It was not. Change up at 83 from Matz. 1-2 on Torres. Ooh.
And that's
Lynch
skipped
shot
in
it. Saw the curveball bite. Now 2-2. Good start to the inning pitch count-wise for Detroit. Make it full.
outside. And it's
Both the
3-2.
first 2 batters of the game have gone to full counts. But we chased out of the zone with Ibanez. Got to make sure we don't do that here with Gleyber. And we do not.
Outside,
Ball
and that is
4.
ball 4.
Didn't chase that time. Way less competitive of a pitch. And we do get a base runner here in this first inning. For an all of a sudden, red-hot Spencer Torkelson. Ball 1.
Ball 1 there.
Shockingly, with 14 and going so long without one, Torque is second in the American League in home runs. Hard hit, right field. It won't be a home run, but it's down. Spencer Torkelson is truly red hot. Won't score a run, but 2 in scoring position with 1 away in the first.
When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, You're thinking double at the very least.
There we go.
Great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
A little bit better timing on that. Could have certainly done more damage, but that's a very good start to the game for Torque, who was cold for what felt like a month. And just one of those classic Colt Keith opposite field base hits against the lefty. Will score 2 runs here in the first. What a pitch. Changeup. Corner paint.
Torres on third.
0-1 on Keith.
Second with 1 down.
Outer edge again.
He's gone off speed.
2 changeups.
Here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
He tries to do it again. Paint that edge. Got a slider, though. We have to be wary of. Curveball, actually.
And it's 1-2.
Matt's here in the first has not been afraid to use that curveball up in the zone. Ground ball. That won't be a base hit. Close play at first base for the second out, but the Tigers take a 1-0 lead. Ground ball RBI for Colt Keith. Tigers are on the board. For Keeter Montero has thrown a pitch, and here is Jahan. Check swing, probably wouldn't have mattered. Good sinker right on the corner. Went right back to it. Couldn't time it up. Wasn't expecting it. Not expecting the same pitch 2 straight times, and anything's open here. In the dirt.
Down and in.
Sinker downstairs on Malloy. Man, oh man, would it be great to score that second run. 2-2.
Outside, 2-2.
23 pitches in for Steven Matz. All sinkers to Jahan. Make it full again. Long inning that could get even longer. And it will.
Ball 4, 2 aboard.
Riley Green will bat now. Steven Matz, 13 balls, 12 strikes to start this inning. And a big opportunity for Riley Green.
Here's Riley Green.
Ooh.
I
Think we caught that thing out in front just a little bit. And just a little bit is exactly what it was, man. That was close, but such sharp break. Good sinker. I should be sitting on that thing. He doesn't have a straight fastball. It's just going to be a good pitch to try and go after, even though we might look silly on the changeup sometimes.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And there's a ball.
Good pitch to try and get us to chase. 28 pitches, but a 2-strike count here.
Let's see if they can cash in.
2-2.
Close. And it's 2-2.
Back-to-back sinkers inside. Have not seen many sliders from Steven Matz.
Got him looking. And he did.
Oh, we saw one.
1 run in the inning, but they lead 2.
We're out of Toronto, but Toronto is not out of us.
Tigers won, and the Cardinals
Rung up on a bad call, at least a borderline call to end the inning. We scored 1 run on 1 hit. But we're on the board.
back here in St. Louis.
Well, out comes Keeter Montero.
Pitcher, Montero.
Much like the rest of this Tigers starting rotation.
Particularly kind to him.
Got rocked his last time through. This is a Tigers starting rotation, pitching staff in general that has struggled to keep the ball in the ballpark. A day after, I don't know the exact number, but I'm fairly certain Toronto hit 6 home runs against us yesterday in a series where they hit over 10. Check swing. Went around and a strikeout, chasing a slider out of the zone to start this thing.
Batting second, the shortstop.
Man, if we got a couple of those in Toronto. What a slider from Keeter. Mason Wynn spells his name a little differently and wears number 0. Slurve, chop, foul.
High chopper and a foul ball.
How great would it be to get this rotation going again?
And
not
now
chase.
1 and 2.
He's great hitting the ball the
Good
other
take,
way, and
0-2.
that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Mistake, but
Down
fouled
the
away.
line. And that's a foul
Not a
ball.
terrible mistake. Still down in the zone. The 1-2. Sinker on the edge. Rings him up.
Wow, that's
Peter
a tough
Montero
call
has
for the
struck
hitter,
out the
but
first
he
2
took
cards.
that
The left
all day
fielder,
long.
Brendan.
Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call.
It'll
So
be
hitters are
Brendan
gonna have to make an
Donovan.
adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to
Solid
exploit
first
them if
inning
they
thus
can.
far from Keeter.
Brendan Donovan in the box now. No balls in a
St.
strike.
Louis showing that same sort of patience. Never mind. Chopper to Glaber, not great speed. 1-2-3 inning
3 up, 3
for
down,
Keener
inning
Montero.
over. Nothing doing
Tigers
there
claw
for St. Louis.
across the run
They
in the
trail
top of the
here,
inning.
1-0.
Keener Montero does the rest in the bottom half. 1-0 Detroit as we head to the second.
And we're back.
Leading
And
off
now the
for
right
Detroit,
fielder,
the right
Kerry
fielder,
Carpenter.
number 30,
He set a new
Kerry
career high in home runs this
Carpenter.
year. And Siggy,
Well, it would have been
trying to set the bar as high as
unthought
possible
of
now.
to have Kerry Carpenter in the lineup against the left-hander last year. In fact, we didn't really do it right about until the time franchise corrupted.
Mats back to work. Just
But he's actually had decent success this year. By no means great. With his attributes against left-handed pitching, you wouldn't expect that. Ground ball, hard hit line drive, and that one's all the way to the wall.
turn for second.
Kerry Carpenter with extra bases to start the second inning. A rocket off the bat. I didn't think that it was.
Hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in
And I
front of
mean,
if you're
back in
an
Toronto,
offense to say,
we're probably
charge it.
getting robbed there.
Crazy. Runner in
Toronto
scoring
infield.
position, no outs.
Great play
Here's the
after
catcher,
great
Dylan
play.
Dingler.
Dylan
Popped
Dingler
up
pops
right
up a
side.
curveball elevated.
Settles under this one.
Carpenter going to have to get back to second.
And he makes the catch. And there's
Unfortunate,
the
but now comes Javier Baez.
The shortstop, Javier.
So here's Baez now.
Average still sitting at
Such a good hitter with
360.
runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to
Average
another
with
level.
runners in scoring
For him
position,
right now at the
quite
plate,
good.
It's like everyone else is in slow motion.
Sinker
he's
down
at
and away,
full
and we'll
speed.
take that.
One out.
In
the
an
runner at
effort to
second
not
near the top of the
completely
second.
destroy the work that we did in the first inning against that pitch count. Baez right back up the middle. Carpenter will round third, head home. Throw is coming home. Nowhere close to nothing.
Comes in. It's 2-0.
RBI for Javier
Right.
Baez.
Risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury
And that
it.
curveball did
Otherwise,
come inside on the
difficult
hands
to
a little
get
bit,
back
but
to it like he did
Javi
that
just
time.
fights it to center field.
Andy
And hit it
Ibanez
pretty well.
up now for the
Curveball,
Tigers. He's
pretty
0
much
for
middle
1.
in. And now Ibanez.
There's the strike.
Kind of changed my mind mid-pitch there as to what I wanted to try and do. Wind is actually blowing out to right today. 1-1.
And that's down and away. Joe McDonald, our
It's
umpire,
important
behind
to
the
note
dish.
that.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack, sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it
I'm
reasonable.
glad we didn't swing. Sinker changeup combo is tough. Check swing. Oh boy, Andy. One thing that I would love to get
He reached out
fixed
to walk his first time.
with Andy Ibanez is the plate discipline. Good luck trying to check a swing. Ground ball from Glaber.
Ground ball up the middle.
Throw on to first will end the inning.
That's the third out.
Javier Baez with an RBI single makes it 2-0.
It's now a
More hits in this inning than the last. 2-0 Tigers, bottom 2.
Ready to go for the last half of the
I mean, hell, the way this thing started, really trying to put that Toronto series and really our last 6 games behind us. 2-0 though. Peter's got a good fastball. He can locate. Fastball in
there for a strike.
Big strike one, and in Toronto, sometimes we couldn't do that. Oh, jeez. Good pitch, outer edge. Nolan Gorman starts the second for the Cardinals' first hit. Now, that is a piece of the Toronto series that we'd rather not bring with us. Unless this slider from Keeter missed the spot that we thought it hit.
Here's Nolan Arenado.
Missed up a little bit. Arenado.
300 so far this month.
First pitch misses. Nolan Arenado at the plate.
Red hot for the moment.
Guy who delivers
over 300 in May.
Dish, and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine.
Yeah, you don't love that call when we had what happened to Riley Green back in the first.
At El Toro High School
and 3-1.
Next pitch is outside.
One base hit is rocked Keeter. Ground ball. I paused. Ibanez on to second. Torres back to first. Gets Arenado with ease. Some self-imposed obstacles on that double play. I went to go try and hit the triangle button and missed. I am not even going to ask the question. When it comes to Alec Burleson, Baez can't get it. And the most seeing eye single you will ever see.
That started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there.
60 nice miles an hour off the bat.
Just shot it through the infield.
Here's Pedro Pages.
Pedro Pages.
Slider ball one.
Pitch misses for ball one.
That one hit hard. Carpenter on the run. He will not get it. Up and over the wall, which will save a run.
I thought they were going to score their first run of the game, and that feels like a tough break.
Pages the other way. In an inning that we had great control over. Not so much anymore. Mike Antico for the foul ball. 1-1.
Pitch is outside, ball one.
Bit of a longer inning here for Montero. Good slider, fouled away again. Slurve. Oh! Rung up on strikes. Not sure swinging or called, but man, Keeter.
Sometimes you just gotta let it out. That's an outstanding job.
This is what we didn't get in Toronto. Inconsistent edges. But Detroit and St. Louis here today so far, about even in terms of getting screwed.
Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at.
Well, you wouldn't know it. By the start of this game, Tigers with 2 runs through 2 innings. Outstanding numbers for the Cardinals pitching staff in their last series. 3, 4, and 5 for Detroit. Torkelson leads off 1 for 1.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Chris, when you take in a stadium, I think
I do keep guessing wrong.
Is
on changeup
And
sinker.
in St. Louis, Busch Stadium, you know exactly where you are with the arch in the background. They mow it
1-1.
out to the lawn, the gateway arch. Basically it goes from line to
changeups
line and
to
out
start
towards
Torque.
center field, and then the retired numbers, the championship banners.
2-1.
It really shows off the history of this proud franchise.
Everything down
Yeah, but
around the
this city's
knees to
always just
Torkelson.
covered in red, especially during the baseball season. But they've added that ballpark village out
Okay.
there in left center field. Very
Sinker didn't
accessible
sink a
to the
lot.
City, stay downtown,
Still
get to the
down
ballpark,
there.
and taking a game in a great
2-2.
setting.
Ooh,
So Torque takes
damn.
the win.
Well, that's a pitch. That
Slider
slider
didn't
from an
move all
opposite-handed
that
pitcher
much.
that you
Fourth
usually
strikeout
see very well,
for
but
Steven
some
Matz.
reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Keith
Hmm.
swings through that one, and he comes to the
Well,
plate
Colt
for the
Keith
second
got
time
bullied
today.
with changeups away. First time, fell down 0-2. Thought we'd try and get to one. No. Hard hit
Swing
left
and a
center
fly
field.
ball, well
Odd
struck left
trajectory
field.
on that ball, though.
Squeezes it, and there's 2 down.
Every
away.
day during batting practice, these outfielders
And all of a
get
sudden,
about 10 minutes of balls
after a
in the
30
gaps.
pitch
They
first,
practice this, and when the game
Steven
comes,
Matz
they make the play perfectly.
about to get through the next two in around about 20.
Malloy stands
Ball
in
one
here,
to Jahan.
takes ball 1 low.
Walked this first time. Don't really want much to do with him, I guess.
Checks
No matter.
he went, and the count is
Good
1-1.
sinker, down and away. Rather checked than risk fouling it off. Ground ball to
The
third.
ground to third.
Arenado.
Gets it to
Tigers
first,
go 1-2-3
and
for the
inning is
first
over.
time today.
Nothing across here this half.
2-0 as we head to the bottom of the third.
Inning number 3. It's the Tigers 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Set for the bottom of the third, and stepping in for the Cardinals.
Michael Hellman,
Hellman.
number 9 hitter against Montero.
Hellman,
Fastball,
his rookie season,
relatively
hitting
good
ninth in
one.
today's lineup.
Top of
And
the
they
zone.
traded for him earlier this year. Fastball for a strike. And
And I
it's
feel
0-2.
like maybe a part of where we've gone wrong is not using the fastball that much. Torkelson, line drive, out number 1. Slurve on the inside edge, not where we wanted it. But tied up Hellman just enough.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now
Michael
batting
Ciani struck out to start this game.
Swing
Swing and a miss on
It's
a
0-1.
94-mile-an-hour fastball from Keeter. Rocket, that's trouble.
Line drive, and that's base hit
Riley
out of
Green
the
to go
left center
catch up
field.
to it.
So they get a man aboard
Long
with a
single
one-out
for
single.
Ciani with one away here in the third. The fourth St. Louis hit.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Struck out looking at his first at bat.
Mason Wynn.
That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Yeah,
Gets
take
the
advantage.
outside corner with
Just
that
saw
one.
Slurve up there. That's another mistake.
Line
Carpenter to
drive,
cut it
finishing to
off.
the right.
Damn it.
Quick throw back in. Lead runner
Working a
holds
little
at
bit too
second,
fast.
and
Just
Back base hits. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel
trying to finish him
really
off.
good about
Thought
what you
we had the
did.
right pitch
You
called,
trusted
and
your hands,
maybe we
let the
did,
ball
but
travel, and you
not in
took
that
the barrel
location.
Straight to it. That's great work right there.
First and second, 1 out. Brendan Donovan.
One away
digs
for
in now.
Donovan.
He's 0
0 for 1.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Change up, strike 2.
0-2.
Well, we've been here. Could be 2. Baez, backhand. Torres back to first.
Bounce into
Big
2
double
already.
play
This one
forced
is the
by
third.
Montero.
It looked easy, but it started with a nice
Second
feed to the
Cardinals
second
double
baseman
play
for the
of
shortstop.
the night.
Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
think we need to start using some more 0-2 sinkers. I know we got burned on one the pitch before, or the at-bat before. Oh, man. Well, 50 pitches through 3 for Steven Matz. Base runner here.
Well, these Tigers doing a great job.
Might end his night.
For the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing
maybe not. I don't see bullpen action.
Working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
2-0.
Breaking ball inside.
2-0.
2-0.
Still relatively early, but with
Carpenter
the pair
due
of runs
up.
already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Steven Matz, former Met, back in it.
And it's fouled away.
He's got a power slider, which is really fooling me right now. The sinker is power too, but not crazy.
Good eye
3-2.
in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2
A lot of
strikes.
full counts for Steven Matz. Fouled away.
Foul ball, he stays alive.
Went with the sinker. Thought it was a slider when it started to move to the outer part of the plate. Yep.
Got him. Now
Back with it.
strikeouts for him.
Only 93, but much better sinker.
Next to hit for
Fifth
him,
strikeout for
Gary
Matz.
Carpenter. Doubled his first time up.
Another long battle, though.
Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball 1. Movement in the bullpen for the
Leahy
Cardinals.
and
Kyle
Thompson.
Leahy, the young right-hander
Warming up
up the
for St.
throwing.
Louis.
Thompson getting loose as well.
Ooh.
Next offering is fouled back.
Even Carpenter against the left-hander. Pitch like that's dangerous.
One down, base is empty. That one
Oh,
fouled
we can get out in
off.
front of that. And maybe we did. Ever so slightly, but fouled off.
And
Do it
it's
again.
fouled off. They'll do it again.
Couple pitches on the inside part. Green saw, I believe, 7 pitches. Carpenter about to see his 5th. We just keep fouling them off. Chased a couple, but still. Yep.
Outside low. Now
Figured he was going to go away.
Still
Didn't know if it was
just
going to be a
the
strike or
second
not.
batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's only thrown
63
13
pitches
They
deep.
got him working hard out there.
Fouled off again. Could have been on base a couple times already. Chased 3 balls out of the zone.
Next
3
one
and
just
2.
misses. And now it's 3-2.
Steven Matz about out of it.
Caught him looking
All
for
that
the
just to
K.
take that pitch. Sharp sinker.
Dylan
Strikeout
Diegler
number
up
6
now for the Tigers.
for Steven
0
Matz.
for 1 with a flyout. And that drops in for a strike.
I'm not really sure if it
Now
benefits
holding
us
on.
that
Top half of
much
inning number 4.
to get Steven Matz out of this game, but I don't think at this point it's going to matter what we want.
That misses the zone, and that
I mean,
is
some
ball
of it's
1.
self-inflicted. Not a lot of pitches that have been close to the edge. Chopper to
Swinging
short.
ground ball out to short.
I will say,
On to
despite
first.
the high
And the
pitch count,
Tigers
Steven
retired
Matz has
1,
really
2, 3.
recovered well.
Tigers are shut down there.
Pitched
They're
a
up 2-0.
fairly good game. I mean, 2 runs on 3 hits for us. The control has been the problem. All right, I don't often do this during Tigers franchise, but I will get up. It's been a long day. We are almost 4 hours into stream. I never go this long anymore. In fact, not really even that close. The unfortunate part is we've ran up St. Louis starters pitch count.
That's in
Change
for a
up
strike.
in for a strike one on Nolan Gorman. Bottom
So
four here, 2-0 Detroit.
On pitches, they're chasing outside
Fouled
of the
away.
strike zone. You can't do much of anything
But just
with those locations.
such a far cry.
That's been true again today.
Most games outside of game one against Toronto were just out of hand by now.
Next offering misses down and away.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are
That's a good
swinging at
slurve there
everything,
from
you
Keeter.
feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners.
Ground
and
ball,
expanding
foul.
that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Nolan Gorman is 1 for 1. Fouled away again.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Yeah, well, we forced, about 70 pitches through 3. Rather, sorry, through 4, and,
2-2.
that blows. Absolutely blows. No!
Next pitch just misses, and the count's full.
Welcome to strike 5. Well, 4.
The hitters make this second time through
Come
the order.
on.
We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Slider, Malloy just has to get behind that, and he does. Throw on to second. This could be an out. Torres got him. Long battle for Nolan Gorman, but a good throw from left field from Malloy.
Unfortunately, thrown out at second base. He was so
Close play. Great tag by Gleyber Torres.
Here's Nolan Arenado. 0 for 1 so far.
No idea. That's trouble.
Laser could be trouble.
Right center field, Nolan Arenado. He is not quick, so this will be 2 bases.
And he's in with a stand-up double.
1 out double. We're still allowing some hard contact
so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way.
on what I don't think was a terrible pitch there from Montero.
Right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
And next is the designated hitter.
At the knees, middle of the plate, but
Single so
at the
far.
knees.
First pitch doesn't find his
Ball
zone.
1.
So managed
Unfortunate that
scoring
Montero's
position,
lost
and now
some
tying run
mojo
comes
here.
to the plate. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Swing and a miss.
There's that changeup.
That's something Toronto just did not do with less than 2 strikes. That's also trouble.
Lace down the line.
Cardinals are on the board as Arenado will score. Back-to-back doubles from the Cardinals makes it 2-1. And it's been 2, you could argue, mistake sinkers, but they're really not that bad. Arenado pulled one, and Burleson here hits one the other way.
1 out. Runner at second. Pedro Pajes
Bottom of the
takes over
zone,
Cardinals.
and Pedro
Doubled in his
Pajes
first AB.
doubled earlier. Ball 1.
Just missed.
It was this stretch of the order that gave us trouble before, and it's 2-0.
Misses. And the count is 2-0.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch
51
right there.
pitches
Started
in for
on the edge of the
Montero.
plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish.
Top of the zone. That's Toronto shit.
And that's ball 3.
2-0. It's a good take, but
A little
God
tough for the hitter. In the
almighty.
back of the mind, you're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit?
Sinker in
Gotta
for
stay
strike
back.
1.
Let your hands work. Stay in the middle of the field.
Go back down there.
Man at second.
Or miss terribly inside and a walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last
First
pitch
and
wasn't
second,
even much to
1
think
away,
about.
1 run already home.
Mike
And here's Antico.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat. Get that first hit at the big league level.
Just
Looking
missed.
for his... making his major league debut, actually. That could be trouble. Carpenter on the run. He won't get it.
It's in for a hit. Couldn't run it down.
Riley Green's throw will be cut off. The bases are loaded with 1 away.
With 1 away.
Mike Antico's first major league
This is a
hit.
moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Balls are just dropping, just out of the reach of our outfielders. And we're in some trouble now for multiple reasons. Heater can't seem to get it out this inning. And our bullpen is already taxed. I mean, he needs... I mean, the back end is really the only thing that's fine. Our middle relief guys have just been devastated. I'm going to have to warm up 2 lefties.
And the batter now, Michael Helm.
Popped up. Oh, my goodness, what a huge out this is going to be. Dylan Dingler is there, 2 away.
Man, it's so frustrating.
Here, Montero trying to get through this 4th inning with the lead. Michael Ciani.
Nobody's more frustrated with that at bat than him.
Changeup drops in, not our best. It's another pitch that certainly could have been barreled up.
Pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
That's trouble. It's gonna drop. Green's throw, not in time. Cardinals lead. What in the world was that swing from Ciani?
This is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
I'm sorry, Keeter, and I'm sorry to the record. We're in a stretch of games right now where we can't afford this bullpen to become even more taxed than they already are. Slider for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
2-0, kicked away. Reaction was back to the bags for both base runners. I mean, in an
2 aboard, 2 outs.
eon of an inning. Shot foul for strike 1.
Foul ball makes the count 2.
We are still in the 4th. That one's trouble. Mason Wynn has hit one off the wall out in left field. 2 runs are going to score on the play. It's 5-2 St. Louis as the Tigers continue to not be able to avoid the big inning. This is getting old, man. Getting real old.
So runner at second, 2 down. And up next for
real old.
Brendan Donovan. And ball 1.
Please. How many straight days can I get boned by the ump as Carpenter with a hard-charging play will end the inning? But the Cardinals are not only on the board, but score 5.
Tigers 2.
Kind of forgot that the first run they scored was this inning.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Kyle Leahy.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score.
Right-hander on against Javier Baez.
They're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical
Baez, Ibanez, and Torres.
Baez in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
Which is not a concern for these 3. I mean, Baez had success, plenty of it, against right-handers. Ibanez has been better against right-handers. Glaber's been good about just about everybody.
It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
2-0.
And now 2-0.
It's an elevated ERA for Kyle Leahy as he enters this thing. We're getting out-hit 11-3, by the way. Strike 1. An unfortunate take, potentially, there on strike 1. That's kind of a Javi pitch. Fly ball to right. It's going to get caught by Ciani.
Puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one
Kind of jammed us, and I mean, we're still, of course, looking for the, ball on the outside part of the plate. Off the barrel a bit. Ibanez, that'll be a base hit to right field. Same kind of thing, but less air underneath the ball for Ibanez.
Now batting, The second
And now
baseman,
Gleyber Torres.
Here's Gleyber Torres.
Torres.
Gleyber is 0 for 1. He's walked in the game.
Fought off foul.
Just out in front on that, it felt. Yeah. That's a ball Gleyber can rip.
The 0-1. Swings through
91 mile an hour slider.
The slider right there. That's a hard one. That's
That was
a
his slider, max
pitchers.
92. His fastball is going to sit mid-90s.
0-2 now. That's a ball.
Sweeper
Tried to
away,
attack with
1
the
and 2.
sweeper. Man at first, 1 away.
I don't know if they're looking for a long outing from Leahy or not. 2 and
That
2.
ball outside. The countdown 2 and 2.
strikes.
I'm going to guess no. I don't think this is a long reliever. 3 and 2.
Misses outside.
Another slider. And that thing moves for being 92 miles an hour. That's into right. It's going to get caught.
He makes the catch.
Retreating is Ibanez. 2 away. I just sent Andy. I really thought the slice of that ball was going to let it
And up
drop.
next for
Now
Detroit,
batting, the
Spencer
first baseman,
Torkelson.
Spencer Torkelson.
Torque started the game with a double. 1 for 2 here today.
Swings through the sweeper.
Oh, strike one is so critical in an at-bat
Tried to
like
sit on the
this. If
slider.
a
He's
real
been
threat to
using it
plate,
so
looking to do
much.
damage.
Drops in the sweeper. First pitch to Torque.
2 outs. In there,
Slider in at the knees for
strike.
strike
That
2.
front door slider is such a
And oh my.
devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball.
Torque
so
with a
you
double
cheat
to
a
start
little
his
bit, and then
game.
by the time it gets
Been
there,
attacked
it's
at
out
the
of his
knees
swing
ever
lane.
since.
That one misses. And the count
Kyle
is
Leahy
1 and
does
2.
continue to waste pitches. I mean, 14 pitches in. Stamina's not looking terrible. Chopper
On
to
the
third,
ground,
out in front
Arenado.
on yet another slider.
Whips it across.
Well, my worst
And
nemesis
Apple
is
in the
probably going to be back out for the next half inning. A power slider and nothing really that devastating on the fastball. Like, fuck me, dude.
inning. Here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around
He
the
can almost throw his fastball and slider at the same speed. It is very, very close. His lowest fastball, his highest slider. Bottom 5, and it's going to be a short leash, I fear, for Keter Montero.
Montero back to work.
Chopper to
Bounce to
Gleyber
the
Torres.
right
This could
side.
help out
Torres.
tremendously.
And the
In a
leadoff
way.
hitter retired in the 5th.
1 pitch, 1 out, and if
So now it's
Peter is going to get this
Arenado.
thing back going.
Outside low.
I
And that's
mean,
ball 1.
Could do a world of
Bases
good
empty,
for
1
us.
away. Last half of inning number 5. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-0.
He's clearly trying
just
to work him away
don't
here.
get
Both
it.
pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have
Chopper
to stay back
to
and drive
Ibanez.
it to the opposite
Couple
field.
of ground outs here in the inning.
Fires across
Ibanez
the diamond,
throwing
and
time.
they get
There's 2
Arenado
away.
for the out. Next to hit,
So
Alex
far, been a
Burleson.
good settle-down inning for Keter Montero.
Burleson.
Burleson,
Pitch
ball
misses
1.
inside, 1-0.
2-0.
And another ball.
Well, he's destroyed us all day, but to be fair, so has Pajes. This 5, 6, 7, 8, they've been all over us.
There's the
Ball
strike.
out of Rich. Montero.
Swing and a miss as he was out
Slurve
front.
just below the zone. Good pitch. 2-2. Rip.
That
Foul.
one to first and foul ball.
Clear what he's looking for. Ground ball to Ibanez.
Outside.
It's a nice
The throw to
response inning
first.
for Keter
St. Louis
Montero.
goes down in order.
That's going to allow him
5 innings
maybe
complete.
to pitch
The Cardinals
into the
5,
6th.
Tigers 2.
I think it depends on what we do here in the top half.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Cardinals.
and they make a change.
These big
to
innings
start
have
the
just
sixth.
been devastating.
Zach
It's another
Thompson.
left-hander, Zach
And he
Thompson,
comes on here
to
for the
face
first
Colt
time this
Key.
season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
DHing today. Now we could
Timeouts for at the plate, and he gets it.
at least entertain the fact of the possibility of a pinch hitter. We could go with a guy like Tomas Nido. I mean, really, he's the only one we can go to.
So now a pinch
So
hitter,
I mean, it's
Tomas
Tigers. Number
it's
0,
actually probably
Tomas.
it's a big downgrade, but see what Tomas can do.
He swings and
Fork
misses at the
ball.
first pitch.
I didn't even look at the repertoire. I had it up.
In his 6th season, 30
Fastball,
years old
slider,
now.
fork
He
ball,
joined the team
and
as a free
curve, and that
agent.
fork ball could be trouble.
0-1 now. And
1-1,
downstairs.
fastball, the same
1-1.
spot.
And a swing
Woo!
and a miss.
Yeah, there's that 12-6. Whoa! It's 1-2, and everything's been below the knees. Ground ball. Ah, you can't do that on that, man.
Throws across the diamond. Now one gone.
You
at the
can't
top of the
ground out
6th.
that pitch
Here's the left
and not
fielder,
even hit it
Justin Henry
remotely
Malloy.
hard.
Henry Malloy.
Malloy against another left-hander.
Swing and a miss.
Whiff.
Strike one. Double-barreled action
One
in the
strike.
bullpen.
Cardinal
Ryan
bullpen
Fernandez
action
getting
warming
ready
up.
to go. King warming up as well. That
1-1.
misses the zone. And 1-1.
Jay Hen 0 for walk, or 0 for 1 with a walk.
Swing
Wow.
and a miss.
Fastball is at 91 miles an hour. Previous one in the zone was at 92.
That misses
And
the
I
zone.
can't
And
touch
the
it.
count is 2-2.
It's a weird swing from Malloy. Popped
Here, center
up.
field.
Oh, Jahan.
Brings it
Best
in.
pitch to hit. Our best swing at one in the at-bat. And it's popped up to center. And now it is Riley Green.
You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
He struck out twice.
Green.
Chase
Now
the fork
box
ball.
Comes up empty with a swing there.
Fork ball's got to be one of my least favorite pitches to face in the game.
He swings and
Because, I mean,
fouls
what do
one
you do?
off.
Even his slider kind of appears like it could be one.
Next
Just
offering
missed
is
the
outside.
outer edge, 1-2.
Outside. Ball 2.
I think it's safe to say the Tigers are officially slumping.
Now fly
we
ball
can't
right
hit anything
center.
hard.
Ciani sizing this one up.
It's about as great of a swing as I could have put on a fastball on the inside edge,
No
and
hits, no errors. 7, 8, 9, 2 up in the home
this
half
team
of the
can't
inning.
hit for power.
It's the Cardinals.
Last 4 days.
Well, we go
Until
bottom
it doesn't
six.
matter
Here's the
anymore.
catcher, Pedro Pajes.
75 pitches in for Montero.
And there's a
Pajes, foul ball.
You know, these Cardinals, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've
Lack of
lost
swings and
6
misses.
hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Good
Next
sinker.
offer in there for a strike. And it's 1-2.
Try the slurve.
That's
Chopper to Ibanez. So one thing that Keeter has done well the last 4 outs, it's been ground balls. It hasn't been hard
For
contact.
the Cardinals.
And Chico.
In there for strike
Mike
one.
Antico, strike one.
Ball.
A sinker that never came close.
Swing and a miss.
Keeter
There's that
out
changeup.
here out of
1 ball.
sheer necessity.
And
Oh
that
my
just
God.
misses.
Caught a break right
There's
there.
no
Pretty good
way
clear
this
from the
is
outside
happening.
corner.
4 straight days. Ground ball. A dive from Baez. And I don't know if he dug into the dirt or what, but Mike Antico has his second hit.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits
Now
up the
batting,
middle, even
the
on
first
ground
baseman,
balls. So a nice
Michael.
job to use that big
fuck
hole
was
and
that?
get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Hellman.
Hellman
Swing and a
at
miss.
the plate for the third time as he comes up
93.
empty there.
One strike.
In on the hands. Chopper. Could be 2. Torres to Baez. Back to first. Safe is the call. Close play might get looked at. No. No review on the play. Good job to get the lead runner there from Glaber. Too much speed from Hellman coming down the line.
Now it's the right fielder, Michael Ciani.
Michael Ciani. Down low.
Hellman
Just trying to push Keeter 1 out further. Probably going to kill us.
Change
up, corner.
The count even 1-1.
Trouble.
Towards right
Riley
center,
Green on
that's
the
well
run.
struck.
Won't get it.
Won't get there. That should be extra
Another run
bases.
is going to score, and
Coming
it's going to
home.
have to end the day for Keeter
He will
Montero.
score.
6 runs allowed in 6 innings.
Jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And they're first since their 5-run 4th. Big innings, yet again, have killed this team.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals.
Mason Wynn is 2 for 3. This is stupid.
Foul ball there.
I mean, he's swinging at that thing.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
Rip foul.
Pulls that one foul.
I just have the feeling that we can throw the best pitch that we can here, and he's gonna hit it.
Close one.
You
doesn't
can't.
get the
You're
call.
not serious.
Yeah, the count
We're
1-2.
doing this.
Good
We're
spot
doing
there,
this
but
literally
didn't get the
again.
strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound.
There you go.
Ah, he locked him up, and that'll do it.
One way or another, Keeter Montero will go 6 innings and likely try and help out this
Major
bullpen.
League Baseball is on
Get
the
some
show.
stamina, but 6 runs on 13 hits, as we just don't have a starter that can get it
Take a
done.
check of the bullpen so far this season.
Carry.
Not in the last 2 weeks. Sad part is that Keeter has actually done an okay job of keeping the ball in the park.
Just missed.
1-0 to Kerry Carpenter. Tigers have 9 outs to try and scratch 4 runs back. Ground ball
On the ground,
right to first.
side. Hellman
One away.
steps on the bag, and they get the leadoff
In
hitter
a
in the
game
7th.
where we led 2-0.
The catcher.
Dylan Dingler.
It's just kind of the
up now for
story
Tigers.
of this current run.
Close one, doesn't get the
At
call.
least we're starting to
And
get
one
some
ball,
No
favor
strikes.
The
on the
Redbirds
edges.
leading by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7.
Right field, that
Here's a
one
swing,
is
line drive,
down.
That's a base hit into right
One out
field.
single on the forkball from Dylan Dingler. Number 9 hitter in
I don't know how he
Baez.
was
You
able
never
to shoot
know,
that pitch the
especially
other way
against a
and still put
left-hander.
something on it. That pitch was inside,
And you go to
he let it get
Ibanez,
really
then
deep, so
Torres.
pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on.
High fly
Swinging a
ball,
high
left
fly ball,
field,
left field.
carrying a
Donovan
bit.
settles underneath
Not
it.
enough. That had to
Puts it
fight
away
the
for the
wind
out.
that's blowing straight out to right field here today. And 2 away, and a good swing for Javi. Will yet again go
At the plate,
unrewarded.
Andy Ibanez.
What a
1
day
for
to break
3.
out a lefty on us, and multiple lefties.
And first off, Rangers
Andy, we
fouled
gotta
off.
have that. You get that first pitch, that needs to be a right center field gapper.
2 outs.
Ball.
And another ground ball.
Win.
On to first. We'll get Ibanez.
And that is the inning. Starting to run out of outs as they're
Stretch
unable
time.
to chip away.
We blow.
Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the
Not even
Cardinals
a
6,
minor
Tigers 2.
blow. Big blow.
Welcome back. Taking
Leading
a
up
look at
for
our
St.
game
Louis,
summary.
the left fielder.
You just gotta wonder when it ends. Today was obviously not our best chance to win a game with Keter Montero. Did so well for half of his outing. He will exit now. 2 lefties are due up. Brant Herter gonna try and at least get a couple innings here. We cannot afford a long
Bringing in the lefty with
inning
the left-handed
here.
hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here. So we'll see how it works out.
First left-hander the Cardinals have faced today.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed
We
hitter.
need to see good Brant. Certainly not bad Brant. Bullet.
This to third. Fair
Lead
ball.
off. Extra bases.
Makes the turn
Straight
and heads
down
for
the
second.
line. Took a bad bounce on Malloy.
And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
You just have to wonder
Just a
when
simple ground
this
ball the
run
other way that had
ends.
eyes on
It's
it,
been
man. Sometimes that's all
absolute
you need
hell.
to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Foul ball.
First pitch swing from Nolan Gorman.
And
Ball
that's
one.
off the inside
That's
edge. Ball
Just
1.
another, add that to the list of problems. So many perfectly timed pitches are missing.
That clips the corner.
Not even going to complain.
Donovan leads off second with nobody out.
Strikeout for Brant Herter.
Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout.
A shot.
And there's one away.
For the Cardinals,
Here's
Arenado.
third baseman, Nolan.
And Burleson due up next, who really struggles against left-handers. Although so does Arenado. Huh.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
I would not have guessed that. Change up right back up
Liner,
the
base
middle.
hit. Coming
This
home.
team
Here's the throw to
won't
the
stop.
plate. But it's offline.
7-2.
Right there, does a
Nolan
great job
Arenado
of staying
took a
part of the
change
field,
up,
man.
I'm
There are a
fairly
lot of
certain,
hits
out
there.
of the zone away. And they add on more.
So man aboard. Stepping in, Alec Burleson.
On the outside edge,
Check
it
swing
took
called
2
strike.
batters.
Strike 1.
Well, 3 batters for the Cardinals to score a run off Brant.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Of course, he would foul it
One run
away.
across in the frame so far. Here at the bottom of the 7th.
No,
That
that's a ball.
misses. Now 1-2.
I broke
Good
tendency
finish
there.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just
Oh,
on the
my.
edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Oh
Missed by a
my.
lot. And it's a full count.
2-0, or 0-2 rather, to 3-2. And he fouls
Keeps the
away the
at-bat
best
going
pitch
with a
we've
foul
thrown
ball.
in our last 4. In the dirt,
And ball
to the
4,
backstop.
2 aboard.
It's ball
It's a
4.
nice job of grinding out that at
2
bat.
on,
Solid
1 away
pitches.
here in the
Now
7th.
it's draw on the wall.
Tigers trail by 5.
2 on,
Pedro
1 out.
Pajes.
Pedro Pajes getting ready to hit. That's in there. 0-1.
Well, in this situation with
The
runners
last
on,
thing
you
we can
gotta get
afford
ahead
is a
in the
long
count
inning.
so that you can dictate the rest of
17
the
pitches
at-bat.
for
Nice
Brant
job
Herter
right
to
there.
record an out and a run allowed. Ground
The ground
ball.
is short, could be
Baez
2.
booted
And
it.
he can't come up with it. And everyone's safe. They're
Unbelievable.
The center fielder.
When it rains,
I
it
think he just
pours.
rushed that one. Great chance to turn 2.
It's fucking midnight.
As an infielder on a play like
I just
that,
sat
I think guys can
around
get a little
and
excited
watched
forget to make the play one
iRacing
step at a
AI
time.
do
Could've
dumb
been 2
shit
outs.
for 3
Instead,
hours.
they get none.
I would like to go to bed at some point.
Next up for the Cardinals.
And an inning-ending double play was just booted by Javier Baez. all the way to the backstop.
Gets away.
But a run will not score. Second wild pitch of the inning for Brant Herter.
It's ball one. One out, base is full.
Popped up on the infield.
And the infield fly is called.
And the Cardinals will at least give us a chance to get out of this inning with only
Now
one
back,
run allowed.
First baseman,
Michael helps.
It's the fourth inning. It has been nothing but long innings for the St. Louis Cardinals. Ground ball, base hit.
Base hit. One run
Multiple runs are going to score. It's booted by Malloy.
Now 2 runs score, and it's 9-2.
2-0 lead is turned into a 9-2 ball game.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
And here's the St. Louis leadoff man,
Unreal.
Michael Ciani.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
No ball. One
Pajes, the
strike.
lead runner out at second. Hellman at first.
Sweeper
2 out
foul.
in the inning.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Right to
and
Baez.
Hauls it in to end the inning.
Cardinals
So they
hit
get
some
3
baseballs
runs on 3
and
hits,
scored more
an
runs.
error, but 2 are left stranded. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals
It is
9,
the second
Tigers
straight day
2.
that the Tigers have allowed at least 16 hits.
Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just
Zach Thompson is still out here. He might be asked to get the final 6 outs if he
You know, when I
has
was a
success.
kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my
And
bicycle,
yet another
so it would
slider.
sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined
I'm not
some
certain
good cards back then, but don't
he's
really have
thrown
much of a
more than
collection.
2
The other day I came across
fastballs
a binder
in
that
his
my wife
23
had in one of the
pitches.
drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So
Rocket
we'll
from
be looking to
Torres.
see if there's any kind
Well,
of
foul.
retirement income in there.
2
So my dad
sliders.
told me that he
Middle
had
in,
a bunch of Mickey
2
Mantle
strikes.
rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed
That's
them
a
because,
ball.
well, what did she know? So I
1-2.
made my mom
Cardinals
keep
with
all
some
my
decent
baseball
attendance
cards,
to
and
see
I really
this
don't have any that
shellacking
are valuable. And that
of
story
the AL
stunk by
Central
me.
leaders.
Anyway. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Got him. One
By
away
the
and
time
a
I saw it,
strikeout.
Well,
too
classic
late.
pitch sequencing there to change eye levels
The
for the
bat,
punch
the
out.
first
That
baseman.
fastball
Get ahead.
on the pitch before was up. It was
0-2
very
on
competitive, and that
2
gets
really
you
good
thinking that
sliders
he might try to
inside,
climb
then
the ladder. But then
gonna
the
happen.
curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
1-0.
Torkelson. The next
ball
hit
1 to
takes
Torkelson
outside.
in a 7-run game. Ground ball, and
Swing
that's
ground
foul
ball,
because,
and
of course, it is.
just foul.
It's a fastball at 89 miles an hour, the slowest that Thompson will throw it on the outside part of the plate.
Late with the swing there.
1-2.
1-2 count.
ball.
All he's
Back
seen
with
is
the heat.
fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Broken
Cracks his
bat.
and pops him up. Gorman.
All fastballs to
And there are 2
Torkelson
down.
there, 2 away.
Tomas Nido on the plate. Grounded out his first time up.
I am not a religious man, but I pray for the end of what is currently going on.
And
Ground
that
ball
is
foul
outplay.
from Tomas Nido on yet another guy. Another pitcher that we have faced with a low 90s, even high 80s fastball. And a ground
Out to
ball.
Short. And that is
Bottom
that.
of the 8th we go.
This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Cardinals 9, Tigers 2.
We are flirting with losing 6 of our last 7, and let's be honest, we will. Including a Mudcats loss, and that was another
As we
game
take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The shortstop.
that we blew.
Win.
Brant Herter just has to eat.
Herter back to work. Pitch
Ball.
misses there, and it's 1-0.
Already a 7-run deficit. Let's be honest. What does it matter?
That catches the corner.
Fastball rarely called in the Tigers' favor. On the edge of the zone. It's
The
another
1-1
hard
is fouled
foul.
off.
Missing bats is proving impossible.
And
Ball
it's even
2.
up.
2 balls.
2 strikes, and not a pitcher on this staff can make something happen right now.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball
Brand
up
Herder
the ladder for
stands
strike
me
3.
corrected.
Well, that high four-seam fastball.
Second
becomes such a
strikeout
staple
of
in
his
the
outing,
strikeout
but
pitch over
he's
the
also
years.
allowed
And
this
what's
to
so
become
tough
even
as a
more
hitter
out of
is you
hand.
see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just
Get another
happens
ball
to
one.
jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If
2-0.
you do, many times it's a pop-up.
2 balls. No strike.
The Cardinals
I don't
up
care.
big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. The 2-0 is in
Thanks,
for
son.
a strike.
How nice of you to help us when it doesn't fucking matter.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2-2.
Brendan Donovan's going deep.
Stays alive.
I don't know how you're
Another breaking ball.
20 feet out in front of a changeup and then actually catch up to the
having a hard
fastball.
time catching
Don't
up.
know.
Knocks that one away,
What?
and we'll do it again.
How do you hit that off the cup of your bat with power? Let it end, please. Ground
To the
ball.
right side,
Glaber.
Torres.
Long at bat yet again.
Slings to
Donovan
first.
is out.
That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way
Now
on
batting,
base.
the second baseman, Nolan Gorman.
2 down, base is empty. And now here is Nolan Gorman.
Nolan Gorman. High
In the
fly
air,
ball to left.
field,
Haven't had a lot of these playable balls in the outfield.
and makes the play, and that's out number 3.
We will head to the 9th. The Tigers trail by 7. Let's see. We lost 2 to the Red Sox. We lost 3 to the Blue Jays. This will be our 6th loss
It's the top of the 9th,
barring
and
something
there's a new pitcher on the
miraculous.
mound, John King.
Now pitching
And you
for the
know,
Cardinals.
In our
bullpen
last
guys can
7
struggle
games.
sometimes when they're called upon
47.
with big leads because
Ground
it just
ball,
doesn't have
base
the
hit
same
from Malloy.
intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp
An
he
off
is.
base runner
Your
is
mental
on.
toughness
The
matters in
6th
situations
Tigers
like
hit
this as
of
well.
the day.
The batter, the
Cardinals
center
have
fielder,
scored more
Riley
runs than
So a
we
man
have
at
hits.
first. Riley Green, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Riley.
First pitch misses. King,
One
in
ball,
his 5th
no strike.
season, he
We
features
will
a
not
sinker,
give up, of
a
course.
changeup, and he
We've had
works
some
with a
good
slider.
late inning performances before. That's a really fucking gross sinker. Jesus. Shit fell off. Just can't barrel anything up.
Malloy aboard
Can't.
here at first with nobody out.
Good of a swing as really you can get on that pitch outside of meeting it out in front. Do
Foul
it again.
ball still a 1-2 count.
Slider down
That
and
wasn't
in.
an easy pitch
Wouldn't be
to hit.
surprised.
It's
I mean,
much
everything
easier
really
to
down
do
and in
damage
to
against
green
mistakes,
here.
But that's not what that pitch was.
Slider out of the zone, I'd guess.
And now the count is
Change
even.
up, down low, 2-2.
In
Right
the
field,
air,
it'll be out
left
number
field.
1.
No trouble here. Puts it away for
The
out.
attacking
And there's one down.
inside that we have faced
Terry Carpenter
as of
up
late
now for the Tigers.
has just been brutal. Every pitch will be thrown inside.
That one catches the corner for a
Sinker
strike.
down and away.
0-1.
Strike
The
1.
Tigers with a lot of ground to make up here at the top of the 9th.
Ground ball.
That's to third.
And that's going to do it.
Arenado. To second, there's one.
Tigers led
That's
2-0
the ball game is over.
in the very early stages of this game. 9 unanswered runs for the St. Louis Cardinals to end it. A run in the first, a run in the second, and the rest of the game. And by the way, Keter Montero pitched a really good first 2 innings to let us keep that lead. And it ends 9-2. Not even close. And never really came close to scoring after that second inning ended. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm fucking burnt out on not really understanding. Like, yes, there've been some bad pitches, like in every single one of these things, but it's not like it's all just on mistakes. It's not like we've been asked the entire game. And to wind up allowing 9 on 16 hits is just